Yes, so now in this story of today, we are going to see something which we call Christian marriages and what? Families, whereby in it we are going to see what marriage is, types of what? Marriages, we'll also see what our family is, types of what we call families, and what does the Bible say about what? Family. That is now what we are going to see here. And to begin with, we are going to see that what we call marriage here. We say that this is that union between a man and a what? And a woman, whereby we'll have a man and a woman uniting to live together. We now say that such a union is what we call a what? Marriage. And in this case, we are going to see that such a union here, it is supposed to be a permanent one. To be a permanent one means that this is that union which is expected to last forever. When a man and a woman join together and then they agree to live together forever, that lasting and permanent union between a man and a woman is what we call what? Marriage. Then you are going to find out that, for example, in the different societies whereby we live today, I think we've at one time had reports, maybe you read them in the newspapers, or we've had them being broadcasted in the radio stations and TV stations, whereby we've got people who are joining to live together. But these people, they are not a man and a woman. Is that one a marriage according to the Bible? No, according to the Bible, we've seen that what we call marriage here, it must be that union between a man and a what? A woman only. When we will have another union which is not made up of a man and a woman who are joining to live together, we will not say it marriage according to what the Bible is telling us or according to what God's commandments usually say. Then here we are going to see that in this case here, when this union is made, the fruits of such a union is now expected to be what we call a what? Family. And what family is? Family say that it is that social group which is consisting of parents and what? Children. Social group how? When a man and a woman decides now to live together, that one it becomes a unit. It becomes a certain place whereby we have people living together there. Such union or such unit, mahali tuko na bibi, bwana na mtoto, ikikaa hapo tunasema hiyo unit sasa ndio inatengeneza what we call a what? Family. Family, it is that social unit which is consisting of a man and a what? And a woman and their children. And then you are going to find out that this union here, according to God's commandments, according to the Bible, this one it can be called a family even without the presence of children being there. When we only have a man and a woman who have agreed to live together, such unit kama hiyo nyumba sasa itakuwa ni nini? Family mzima. Then you are going to find out that families, they fall under different what? Types. Which are examples of types of families which you know? You only raise up your hand. Nyimbo tutangoja kesho asubuhi tutasiiba hapa, ndio. We've got one of them which we call a nuclear what? Family. Haya, ongela. Yes, that is another type of marriage which we call our civil marriage, customary marriages, and another one which we call that traditional one. Haya. Another example of a family with what we call a single parent family. Yes. with what we call an extended what? Family. Do you have another one which you know? Yes. Mutuku, yes, you have what we call nuclear family. Okay, now I have got others which I'm going to tell you. Yes. With what we call our step what? Step parent family. Another one. Grandparents family. Another one. Yes, the child-headed what? Family. Okay. Now I would like us to discuss each types of them here. We've mentioned of what we call a nuclear what? Family. Yes, we are discussing one by one. What we call a nuclear family, this is that kind of a family in which we will have the people who are living in it. It is only the husband, the wife, and their children only. We do not have anybody else who is included in such a family. That is now what we call a single what we call a nuclear family. This is that family whereby we will have the father, mother, and what? Children. This is now what we call a nuclear what? Family. And in this nuclear family here, other members of the family, for example, the aunts, the uncles, cousins, they are not included in it. But it is only for those people who belong to that union between the father and the mother alone. So now have we understood what a nuclear family is? Yes, when you go home, try to inquire from your village which are examples of the nuclear families which you can see there. Those families whereby we have the mother, the father, and the children living alone without their grandparents, without their uncles, their cousins, and their aunts living there with them. Then we have what we call a single parent family. Okay, what we call a single family parent, this is that family whereby we have one of the parents staying with the children. For example, you can have the mother and the children alone living together without the father. Such a family, we call it a single parent what? Family. We can also have the children and the father living together alone without the mother being present there. That one we also refer to it as a single parent what? Family. And in this matter here, we are going to find out that there are a number of reasons which can result to creation of a single parent family. Are we together there? Yes. So now such reasons they might include which ones according to you, which can lead a single parent family to be formed. They include which ones? You just name the ones which you know. Then I tell you the others. Yes. Okay, sawa. Sasa ile kitu hapa nimeuliza ndio hii ni factors gani zinaweza changia single parent family ikue? Yes. Okay, now kitu kimoja ni an example is what? Death of one what? Parent. This one we say that in case God now decides to take either the father or the mother and then the rest of the parents anacho na watoto, tutasema hiyo familia ni nini? Ni familia ya mzazi mmoja ama ni single parent what? Family. Haya, do we have another instance? Ni nini amefanya? Wewe jo. Kuja haraka. Kuja haraka. Enda ukae huko peke yako. Yes, and
mtoto amka. Mtoto. Silie. Takuletea biskuti.
Okay, we continue. We continue. Ndio.
Takuletea nini? Mkusuti
Ndio. Haitangi biskuti. Inaitangwa aje? mkusuti. Ndio, inapaswa itwe namna hiyo. Ati inapaswa itwe aje? Hapana, mkusuti. Ndio. Ati inapaswa itwe aje? Inapaswa itwe aje? Inapaswa itwe aje? Hapana. Inapaswa itwe aje? Mkusuti. Mkusuti ni sawa Ati inaitwa aje? Hapana. Mkusuti inapaswa itwe namna hiyo. Sawa Mkusuti ni zingine ambazo huwa badala ipikwe na unga ngano inapikwa na unga nini? Wa mahindi. Sasa biskuti ya unga wa mahindi ndio inaitangwa aje? Mkusuti. Ndio. Yes. So now we continue. Okay, we are trying to see what are the different things which can result to a single parent family. Yes. Yes, we call it nini? Haya, hebu iseme ingine. Yes, we call it divorce by the parents. Okay, now what we call divorce by one parent here, this means that in case these two parents here fails to agree on a number of issues, and then for example one family might decide to go and then to stay maybe in the marketplace, or go to stay with a neighbor and so on. In such a situation, now we'll have the children here being raised by what? Being raised by one of the parent, and then it becomes a single parent family. Okay, now the other type of family here is what we call an extended family. And we say that an extended family, this is the family whereby we have the parents and maybe a home which is consisting of the father, the mother, children, and the parents and the grandparents living together. We will now say that such a family here is an example of what we call an extended family. For example, do you have anybody here mwenye amekaa kwa extended family? Yes, mahali ambapo babako, mamako, wewe, nyanyako, auntie yako, they stay in the same place. Yes. That is now what we call an extended family. For example, where I usually stay, sisi huwa tunakaa hapo mpaka nyanya nyanyangu wote wanakaa hapo. Ndio, nyanya nyanyangu wote wanakaa hapo. That one now we said is an example of what? It's an example of what we call an extended family. Mali sasa sisi wote tunakaa hapo mpaka during the time of eating, lazima register ichukuliwe. Tuambiwe kwanza watoto ipange mstari, hiyo ikitoka watu wazima mstari yao, hiyo ikitoka wazee mstari yao, in that, so that now we can get all of us. Sasa hiyo ni extended family. An extended family whereby wakati tunahitaji kuchinja kuku hatutoangi manyoya. Sasa ndio pia ichangie kutengeneza nini? Soup. Because if we remove them, hatutapata sisi wote. Yes, that is now an example of what we call this extended family here. Ndio whereby hata sasa wakati wa chai tunachukua ile maji kwa wapi? Tangi huko, tunawekea majani huko, then tunafungua tu kwa tap, chai kutoka that way. That is now an example of what? Of this extended family whereby kama ni sukuma, zile sukuma sisi tunakula huko nyumbani hatuzitangi sukuma wiki, kwa sababu hizo ni kidogo, tunazitanga sukuma mwaka. Hapana, sukuma mwaka ndio zikuwe ni nyingi, ni kama ni gunia mzima za kukula one day. Yes, that way. Hamjejua kuwa zikiwa ni kidogo zinaitangwa aje? Sukuma siku. Kama ni kidogo tu, kama ya 20 inaitangwa aje? Na kama ni ya 50 kupanda najua inaitwa sukuma what? Wiki. Na kama ni 100 kupanda najua inaitwa sukuma, ndio sukuma mwezi, ndio sukuma mwezi. Na kama ni nyingi kabisa kama hiyo ya kwetu sukuma mwaka, that is now what we eat at home because of what? Because of our extended family whereby we live in. Yes, that way now. Now we have got another one which we call the step family. The step what? Family. This is that family in which we have children who are living there. They are step what? They are step children. How? Let's say for example, kuna neighbor wetu huko nyumbani anaitangwa Mwanza, ndio ni kama wengi wenu wanamjua, ndio. Sasa huyo neighbor wetu hapo nyumbani kwake huwa anakaa yeye father, then anakaa na bibi mbili na kuna watoto wenye wako hapo. Sasa hiyo familia, it is an example of what we call a step what? Family, whereby we have your step brother, your step sister living together, all of you there in that way. Sasa nini? Ndio. Nini? Kasusu ni nini unasumbua mtu? Yes, that way now. That is now an example of what we call a step family. Then we have got what we call a grandparent what? Family. Wewe Mary, sasa nini? What we call a grandparent family. This is that family which is usually headed by the grand what? Parents. Hapa sasa ni mahali kuna mtu ama kuna watoto wanaishi na nani? Guka yao ama wanaishi either na guka yao ama na nani? Sogwo. Sasa hiyo inaitangwa nini? Sasa hiyo inaitangwa grandparents what? Family. This is that family whereby children they stay with who? Guka ama sogwo. Ndio. Sogwo ni nini? Sogwo ni nini? Nyanya, ndio. Then guka ni nani? Yes. Hii ni Kimasai. Ndio, kwa Kimasai ukitaka kusema nyanya haumtangi nyanya, unamtanga aje? Sogwo. Ni sawa eh? Na kama ni babu, badala ya kumuita babu unamuita aje? Guka. Unamuita guka na nani? Na sogwo. Those are now the grandparents kwa Kimasai. Ni sawa eh? Unaweza ukawaita hivyo, na kama hutaki kuwaita hivyo unaita aje? Ndio, that way. Sasa hiyo ni kusema grand what? Parents using Masai. Yes. 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 So now, last one we've got what we call a child-headed what? Family. And a child-headed family refers to that family in which either your elder sister is one who is heading that family, or it is your elder brother who is what? Leading in that family. In this case, we can have a family whereby we have maybe the parents do not stay there, the kina guka hendo sogo do not stay there. It is only your elder brother whom you are staying with. Such a family, we call it a child-headed what? Family. Or that family whereby your elder sister is the one who is now heading it. We call it a child-headed what? Family. Haya, saa iko wapi? Ile mtu yangu ya saa iko wapi? How many? Sawa. So now from there we are going to see how does the Bible say about the requirements about marriage. What does the Bible teach concerning marriage is now what we are going to discuss right now. How wenye wanaongea, I don't know why. Hiyo mtu wenye naongea sijui shida iko wapi. Haya, wewe Kioko, amka haraka na ukae mtu. Haya, Huyo wewe, nyinyi wawili angalieni huko mbele, si wakati wa story saa hii. Huyu wewe Kaswele, si wakati wa story saa hii, wakati wa kuwa unaangalia huko. Huyo Mweni, si wakati wa kulala. This is not a sleeping ground, ni wakati wa kusoma. Faith Mreu, ni wakati wa kusoma saa hii. Mwingine ako wapi? Wewe, ni wakati wa kuangalia huku, usiangalie huyo. Yes, Mololo, usiongee na hiyo mitoto iko huko, ni wakati wa wetu wa kuangalia huko. Wewe ambia hiyo tusozoa watoke hapo, ndio hao. So we continue now. Now we are going to see that there is what usually the Bible teaches concerning marriage. What does the Bible teach concerning marriage? It usually teaches that marriage is usually ordained of what? God. Marriage was established by God. That is what the Bible is teaching us, that during the times of people living in the Garden of Eden, we had Adam and Eve being created by God, and then after being created by God, God decided to set them to live together as companions of each other, and through that is why we say that God was the one who had began what? This institution which we call marriage. Or it is from this one here whereby we can say that marriage was established by who? By God. So now in this teaching here, we shall say that marriage is ordained, or marriage was instituted or began by who? By God. Okay. And the other one is that marriage is supposed to be for companionship according to the Bible here. For companionship means that the two people here are supposed to live together forever, or to give company to each other. This is what the Bible is now teaching us. It's also that this marriage it is usually supposed to be between a man and what? And a woman. Anything whereby we have this union not between a man and a woman, we cannot classify it as what? Marriage. The Bible is also teaching that this union of a man and a woman is supposed to be guided by what we call what? Faithfulness. That the married people, the husband and the wife, they are supposed to be faithful to each other. They are supposed to be trustworthy in such a union, such that whatever which they say is trying to show people who are not cheating each other. And the other thing that it is supposed to be in this way, that in this marriage, the husband or the father is supposed to be the leader of that word, of that union between the man and the woman. And I think that the woman is supposed to be something we call submissive. Submissive, it is whereby someone is able to listen to what that other person is saying, and then trying to show respect towards that. Nothing that respect is supposed to be paramount, or is supposed to be the guiding pillar in this teaching here. And the last bit which you are going to see is the requirements of a Christian family. What is usually required there for a Christian family to be there? What is usually expected here, so that we can form a family according to the teachings of the Bible, is that in this family here, we are supposed to have something which we call unconditional love. Unconditional love, this is whereby the husband and the wife are supposed to love each other without giving out conditions. For example, conditions kama zipi? Ni kama someone telling another one, sasa ndio nipike, lazima wewe upike mboga na mimi ugali. Those are not what? conditions which in marriage are not supposed to be there. Condition ingine ni kwamba before I do this, you have to do this. We are being told that according to the Bible here, a Christian marriage is not supposed to be based on conditions, but it is supposed to be what? To be unconditional. Adding that respect of each other is going to be a guiding thing in a Christian family. And then in a Christian family, we are treating each other with what? Dignity. Treating each other with dignity, it is whereby we try to respect each other. Then we have bearing and raising children well. This is whereby the two parents here in a Christian family, they are supposed to show the children the right direction which they are supposed to follow so that they can grow well. For example, they are supposed to show the children here where the church is, what they are supposed to do, which time they are supposed to be praying, which time they are supposed to be reading the Bible, and so on. That is one requirement of a Christian what? Family. Yes, another one is supporting each other, whereby the two people, the husband and the wife, they are supposed to be supporting each other with those items which they might not have. For example, clothes, going for salon, buying shoes, cooking food, providing school fees, and everything. Then last one is that both of them, they are supposed to be what? Handouts. To be handouts means what? Means that before the two parents they marry each other, lazima wakuwe ni nini? Watu wazima. Isikuwe ni mitoto miwili, hapana. Lazima wote wakuwe ni nini? Watu wazima who are above 18 years and who are what? Who have IDs, so that they can now be able to make a conscious what? Decision that way. And because of that, I think we can now stop there. Then I would like to wish you well, and we will meet after lunch so that we can study integrated what? Science. Up to there, I would like to wish you well.